Testing. Testing, take two. Testing, take one, take two, take 25. And scene 54. Act whatever. Take 6. And action. Hopefully that's all recorded. Voice is never all.
It is all recorded because we're starting.
Hooray!
So, hi everyone. It's now the month of October, and at the end of the month is my Graham's birthday. And after the last two James Bond Let's Plays, if you've watched them, you'll know that my grandmother, that is, passed away in March of 2016. So I'm doing yet another celebration of her life by just simply having a friendly get-together while playing James Bond. And as you saw, the title is The World's Not Enough, and we're playing it on Nintendo 64. Now keep in mind, a fair warning right off the bat. This is a for fun only Let's Play, so if I start dying on a single level repeatedly, expect me to skip it, because really, I don't think my grandma would want me to get overly mad. Sure, I'll get mad at other games, but now is not the time or the place. So that's why I loaded up a file that has all the levels unlocked. Because, see, in Goldeneye and the Tomorrow Never Dies, I had to use cheat... No, well, in Goldeneye, I used a combination of a complete save file and an invincibility code, and I claimed that Bond went into Norris Seagal mode because my gram was a big Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal fan. And Tomorrow Never Dies, I had to use a health refilling cheat. Here I can't use cheats because there are none.
It's pure skill. Oh, hi, I'm here too.
Yeah, because some friends of mine had scheduling conflicts, and Mario and Brandon, even though I let them know I wanted to record this game this weekend, and they're gonna claim they don't remember, decided not to show up today.
But luckily, I was off work, so...
Yeah.
Yay me.
In fact, let's jokingly add them to the call, While Bond goes inside of a bank.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Ah, Mr. Bond.
You know, one thing that's notable about this game, it's that it has full voice acting. A complete rarity for N64 games.
Ooh. So, which Bond is this?
It's still Pierce Brosnan.
Ah.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
Oops.
Yes.
I might have to get out my other controller that doesn't have an overly sensitive stick if I run into trouble. Or better yet, maybe I can just adjust the sensitivity.
My appointment is to kill you!
Alright, there's no way to adjust the sensitivity, so... I mean, for now, I'll just handle it. Just have to be gentle on the stick. Hey, an appointment card. Alright, the stick's not inverted, that's good. Alright, I have to readjust the controls. Let me make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I may have to get out my, let's see, gadgets, appointment card. There we go.
I'm afraid no one gets to see Mr. Lachey's without an appointment.
Well, I have an appointment, so I'm going in.
Excuse me, sir. Please remove your firearm.
I'm Bond. James Bond. Junior.
All right, that TV
I retrieved
series.
the money. No doubt Sir Robert will be pleased to see it again.
I didn't come just for the money. The report you sold King was stolen from an MI6
So,
agent.
so this is the more modern
I want
Bond,
to
right?
know who killed him.
Yeah, just like the
I'm
other
just a
two.
middleman. Take the money.
Your last
I
chance.
probably asked you this in the other one. Is there a Sean Connery Bond game?
Without your weapon.
Yeah, there is a on the GameCube they have From Russia with Love, where they actually got Sean Connery to provide the voice.
Safe Cracker.
And now we have
Oh, I started humming the Mission Impossible theme song. Wait, that's the wrong song. This is not Mission Impossible. What's the?
as you can tell. Oh,
Do you know the James Bond theme humming?
do I know what?
The James Bond theme.
Yeah, dun 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 dun.
Okay, yeah. I started to hum it, but I said I started. I was like, oh, I'm humming the James Bond theme.
Oh, there
but all
we
of a sudden, wait, that's Mission Impossible, not James Bond. Still,
Mission Impossible is dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I know.
dun. Okay.
I wonder. Oof, that'd be a good idea. Cool. A James Bond / Mission Impossible crossover.
I know that Mission Impossible and James Bond directly competed in 2015 with Spectre and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation coming out that year. I think Mission Impossible did better critically than Spectre did. Okay. Safe cracker gadget, okay. Yay, and we also got a swipe card. Now we need to pull out our gun again.
So
you know, I found it in... What?
So I was saying, did your grandma watch this movie?
Oh yeah, we had the VHS tape.
So what are you gonna say?
I was going to say that there was going to be a PS2 version of this game. In fact, originally I thought it eventually got canceled in favor of another Bond game called Agent Under Fire. But originally I thought nothing of the planned PS2 version survived. But then I ended up picking up a game called X Squad on the PS2 from one of my retro game stores. Alright, hang on, let me make sure what my objectives are. Oh, we have to go to the bank vaults. Alright, I don't think that flashing thing does anything, so let's go. But yeah, so I got X Squad, which is also one of the earliest PS2 games released. And there was actually an EA Games pamphlet inside, which advertised some of their sports games, as well as some of their actual games that were coming out. Well, I don't know if actual games is the right term. Let's just say non-sports games. One of the advertised games was The World's Not Enough, and what looked like screenshots of the planned PS2 version.
Don't shoot.
Interesting.
Like, why would they advertise a Nintendo 64 game in a PS2 pamphlet? Even then, there was a version of this game on the PS1, but it's pretty weak. Oh, here's the vault. Oh, wait. B button.
So why is
Silence! Now I have a silence gun. Huh. Now I
So
think
why
I
is-
need a key.
James Bond being a bank robber?
He's not robbing a bank. He's trying to collect money for a rich guy. And these people are trying to prevent him from doing that. Oh, come on, Bond.
The villains.
Bond.
So this game won't probably tell the plot. Games hardly ever do.
Oh,
what is
what the hell? Oh my god, I'm stupid.
What is the plot of this game? slash movie.
So Bond collects the money for the rich guy, and you're gonna see in the next well, actually, you'll see in the next level.
Don't shoot.
Sir Robert King, and now we're going down the elevator. We might want to put our guns away. Just in case, because we can't kill any cops. Alright. Out the bank.
And level. Cutscene!
Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna save that. King's Ransom. This is actually gonna be a level set inside MI6.
Ooh. The secret headquarters.
James Bond, Sir Robert King.
There's our
the man
first
who
physical
retrieved
appearance
my
of
money.
M, and there's the
Excellent
rich
job,
guy,
can't
Robert
thank you
King.
enough.
Sir Robert is an old
Is he the
friend.
villain?
I helped him years ago when his daughter Electra
You'll
was
see.
kidnapped by the terrorist Renard. Still, all that's in the past.
Electra.
Robert thought the report he paid for would identify the terrorists who've attacked his new oil pipeline in Kazakhstan. Then he discovered...
Isn't that Electra? Isn't that like a Marvel hero?
former Soviet
Yeah, that
republic,
is a
so he
Marvel
turned it over to
character.
me.
Something's not
That-
right about
Electra's
all
the
this.
daughter of this guy, Robert King, and there's a boom.
Bond, we're under attack. Find
I
Sir
did
Robert.
tell you that this game has actual voice acting, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because... Well, I was just trying to make sure you remembered that, because Goldeneye, as we all know, had no voice acting. Oh, this is just a service agent.
Can you reach the manual override, sir?
Alright. Uh-oh.
Probably.
Uh-oh. Masked men. And they were carrying shotguns, but I'm going to keep the silent pistol for now. Because I like the sound of the silent pistol shot.
What
And
sound?
there's a Raptor Magnum. Uh-oh.
It's silent.
And we're getting more guns.
Not about to make a sound. Silly James Bond. So apparently, some spies have infiltrated the secret spy agency.
They look more like the Jade Syndicate thugs from Spider-Man.
But still, they gotta have some kind of either
Oh, we're just
either they either they overpowered the guards there, or they secretly sneaked in because. Oop. I guess the secret agency isn't very secret anymore.
Yeah. Alright, door is locked. We can't go that way. I think we have to configure a lockdown. Oh, let's see, or else they keep coming in. See, now we have the Resident Evil Magnum. Not exactly, but still. Whoa.
Oh boy. So you didn't do since this is just a fun experiment thing, you probably didn't do a practice run beforehand, did you?
Oh wait, right here. Oh, hand scanner. Okay.
Bond, we need someone with your clearance. to
There we
activate the
go.
manual
We locked it
override.
down.
Use these keypads.
Yay.
Lockdown.
You're trapped. You're trapped in here. Or maybe we're trapped in here.
Yeah, well, if that was their purpose. Oh, watch it. Alright. Alright, now we have this SMG assault thingy. See, I'm just gonna be upfront. I think I like this game better than Goldeneye. Just because it took everything that made Goldeneye great and expanded upon it, even though it's not the same developer.
Did this game come after? I can't talk. This game took place after GoldenEye.
Yeah, it came out 3 years after GoldenEye. Truth is, I find a lot of similarities with Perfect Dark in this game, because Perfect Dark was like the spiritual successor to GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark did a lot of things that advanced on GoldenEye's formula, like having actual reload animations for the weapons, giving characters voices, adding bots to the multiplayer, making the gameplay more complex with different gadgets and whatnot, and yet everyone says GoldenEye's better.
Reports of a fire in the lobby. The sprinklers need to be activated manually, sir.
And I don't get it.
The automatic
I know it
security
was the
system
first
is
game, but come on. When a game improves on the formula, you don't just say it's not as good just because, oh, GoldenEye.
Yes. Because it's like Mario. A lot of people. Mario 1 was the first game in the series, but a lot of people say Mario 3 is the superior game in the original Nintendo games.
And what's funny is that people often put the original Mario over Mario 3.
Really?
In, like, the best game. Yeah! G4 TV, they did a top 100 list of the best games ever made, and the thing is, I thought that list was real BS. And it's not just them that did it, like other lists have done it too. But I remember being infuriated by G4's list because, simply put, they omitted good games that should have been on the list, like GTA San Andreas and MGS3. They put on games that shouldn't have been on there, like this cheap iPhone game called Words with Friends, which is more like a social app than a real game. They also included Pong for some reason.
Well, I guess Pong. Well, I think
Pong
I guess
kind of makes sense because it's one of the earliest games made.
Yeah.
But if we're talking technically, it didn't really. I would say Pong didn't really deserve to be on.
Yeah.
There,
it's more
if we're being technical,
it's more of a nostalgia.
It's just like nostalgia, and then it was like, and then they put Super Mario Brothers 1 at number 1.
Again, that's more of a nostalgia thing for people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an okay game. I played the hell out of it when I was younger, but once Mario 3 came out, I barely ooh, Mario 3. This game's superior in every way than Mario 1. The graphics.
Yeah, Mario 3 is superior in every way.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't go game for graphics. Obviously, I look at game for story, but still, compared Mario 3 compared to Mario 1, like the day. The pixely thing of Mario 1 to the more smooth thing of Mario 3, I'm like, oh my god, this game is graphic-wise is like. little did I know what more would be coming later. I'm like, oh my god, this game is best I ever saw. I still think it's funny though. I mentioned before.
Lost.
And I'll mention it again probably in the future, but some kids were a forum for kids were complaining about how these games graphics aren't real at all. These games graphics are stupid. And somebody else said, "Hey, go back and play Atari and regular Nintendo games and see how good the graphics are nowadays."
I'll tell you one thing. I stopped watching the Fine Brothers ages ago, but one of the only videos I watched of them was the one where they had kids reacting to a Game Boy, the original that is. And while some of the reactions were actually pretty surprising, like there were a few kids there that were almost enthusiastic to play such an old machine, and then there were a few kids that appreciated the Game Boy, but ultimately admitted they would rather play on their iPhone. And then there was this one spoiled kid who said, "Oh, like when the Fine Brothers asked, 'Oh, would you like playing the Game Boy?' And he's like, 'Oh no, I would throw it away immediately because you have to press buttons.'"
That's like reminds me of that Back to the Future, Back to the Future Part 2 clip. That kid who played the Hobbit from Lord of the Rings, was in the future, and Marty did that gun game, and he's like, "You have to use your hands. It's like a baby's game."
Oh, what the hell? I'll tell you one thing. I tried playing this game called Call of Duty Strike Team on the iPhone. I actually asked for a refund from Apple, and they actually gave it to me because the touch controls in that game, they make the buttons so microscopic that it is nearly impossible to play with precision. And it doesn't help that the game showers hordes of enemies on you that kill you in an instant. How about that, kid? You like your touchscreens better than your buttons now?
I think all games are going to go to touchscreens soon.
Oh, and if they do, I will stop playing games. I don't think the industry is going to turn smartphone only, because the thing with smartphone games is that nearly all of them are fads. They make a lot of money in short term, but once people lose interest, they just move on to the next big thing.
Like Pokemon Go, for example.
Yeah. Some will last longer than others. Like, I think Subway Surfers, Temple Run, and Candy Crush survived for a long time, but their popularity faded. Sure, Candy Crush tries to stay relevant by releasing a new sequel every now and then, but they fade.
And then I think earlier this year they tried to do a TV show about it.
A Candy Crush TV show? They're desperate.
Like TV show, like a game show. They set up a real life Candy Crush apparently they set up on the show Photo 9. Apparently they're gonna set up a giant iPad screen on the wall with people.
There are Candy Crush and Flappy Bird arcade cabinets at like certain arcades, like Dave and Buster's, but
let's see if I can find it.
Well, anyways, I need to take a bathroom break, and we'll be back in the next video.
Enjoy the randomness. We'll see you next time.